Hey, how you doing, Libra? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Printres Waters Ocean Deep. Hope you guys are doing well. Looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also pay attention to your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in the birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Do take what you like and leave the rest. Also, I'm giving out free private and personal readings up until the ending of next week. So if you'd like one, please check out the information in the description below this video. Also, just want to say thank you to you all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell so what's going on with Libras. Okay, I'm hearing some of you guys, you don't want to struggle, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or maybe even a Gemini, or maybe even someone that doesn't want to bother you as much. It does say, warning, you do know you could caution yourself so much to the point where you just don't want to have problems, and people are bothering you right now. It does say a victory is here, so you could be winning something or burdening your mind about it. Okay. It says, I've tried to warn you, I'm not your friend, but I will deal with you. And it does say Gemini is going to be the problem. She does know she's a problem to you, but she's a burden. She also convinces herself that legal methods will not believe you have great news about yourself. And it does say Jew is a very good karma with you and an earth sign. It does say an earth sign doesn't want to bother you, but even if you're a wife or a mother, or even placing yourself on hold with a planetary curse, it does say some of you are dealing with that. And it does say blame is never going to be the answer. It does say many times over, if you're not warning yourself, you better warn yourself from now that struggles are there, or people are there trying to warn you that harm is on its way, or someone wants to tell you off or tell you that you have something going on in your mind, or maybe even work related issues are stressing you out. It does say many of you are famous, or even showing yourself on the fact that your family may not have seen you, or maybe even see that you are looking forward to free masonry energy. For some of you guys are dealing with Freemasonry energy to support your mental health. At times you are poorly judged or put in your mind about casts or spells, or maybe even victim mentality. It says some of you are dealing with family members, friends who are enemies and never wanting to see you in a good way, or maybe you feel this way, or your mind is telling you off that you look into these things way too hard or too deeply, or even punish yourself to put yourself in those problems. Some of you are dealing with facts, figures and enemies. Some of you guys are planning events and traveling, or maybe even seeing that you are selling, or maybe even purchasing a new home, or even a condo for some of you guys, or maybe even placing something on hold to see if your family are going to visit you, or maybe even see if they do come round, will you pay attention to the bills that you have, or maybe even things that you have to participate in with your partner, or maybe even your friend telling you, you do know that you don't have time to give yourself everything. How are you going to warn yourself that you can cope, or maybe even help your friends, your family members, or maybe even people that are asking you for way too much support, or maybe even money. Some of you guys are working on money, or working on your shape, your weight, or even your mind. Some of you guys are loving yourself and seeing that you do not need to communicate everything, but you're trying really hard to support your mind with something here. Okay. It says, I do want to kick off, but I don't know if I'm going to. I want to tell you off. You never thought I could do it, but I did it. It does say earth sign or Gemini, or even a fire sign wanting to tell you off for something, but it doesn't say bad news. It does say Scorpio knows what they're doing when they're seeing what's going on with you, or a friend or a family member, or even personal events that are going on and time in a situation. It does say sentimental values are there for you to see that it's not going to be a problem. Don't speak, but I know how to handle myself. I've told you I'm not going to get in any mind games of yours to pay attention to my bills being late, or maybe even a problem to you to sort out the five-mindedness, people's strengths and weaknesses, or maybe even things that are going to support you with other things that you've got going on. You do know I'm going to help you, so stop lying, or maybe even telling yourself you can't do something when you can. I know I can do it, so I'm going to burden myself until I kick off and make sure money comes in, even if I have to tell myself it's going to come. I want to know it comes, and maybe I see it. It does say many times over, if Scorpio doesn't see this money, it's going to come anyway, because it's time they see good karma. It is their month of November, and it is their birthday season, so you may pride yourself over reasoning over something, maybe even custody issues or battles, or maybe even seeing that you don't want to see bad news come from them. It does say sometimes you just want to see yourself good, and it doesn't say they have any negative karma, but they do have bad news with people talking about them or making fun of them, or always looking into them for support or mental health or stress, or maybe even things that they don't want. They have to see that they bless themselves many times over with things that they do want and sometimes don't want, but they will help you out of a situation. They will see that you don't have problems, or maybe even give yourself a new mindset to believe you have blamed no one. It does say credit is due, or maybe even a car, or even a car payment, or maybe even helped you with a car once upon a time. It does say many of them could have helped you with a car, or you could have got a car, or you could be getting a car. At this time, you could be driving, or maybe even paying attention to penalties or fines, or maybe even things that you did not know that you had to pay off. It does say mindfully speaking, because you've got to pay your bills, but you are seeing that you're blessing yourself regardless, buying yourself things and still seeing you're gonna pay it off. Really fighting to make sure that you pay off your bills or sort things out, or maybe even send some details or documents or even live streams and many other things to support you. It does say you have to see blessings come no matter what. So you could be sorting out a lot at this time. You may have a Scorpio or water sign that's helping you with things as well. It does say some of you are contemplating friends, family members begging or borrowing, or you needing to borrow from someone or to help someone. It does say many of you are cooing over something, cautioning yourself, or maybe even building something, growing something, or maybe even feeling like you're proud owner of a new car, vehicle, or maybe even a baby. It does say a baby could be due, or a baby is here, so you need to proudly convince yourself that you can support it, or maybe even see that your partner is supporting it. You do know you have to pay attention to people that don't want to see you happy or win. At times, Scorpio wants to help you and never wants to see you in a bad way. Pisces doesn't want to see you in a supported way. So partner up with good karma with the Scorpio, or maybe even the Pisces telling you off, or maybe even seeing that you've got good karma with a Virgo. At times, Virgos are not bad, but they will help you to support everything you've got going on. Or maybe even see that your family issues are not the same, and maybe need to leave out a situation or stress less, or lessen someone, or give them a blessing or a lesson. Someone here is getting cautioned or getting into problems, and you do know why. Scorpio doesn't want to get involved. They don't want nothing to do with other people's drama. Okay. It does say warning. You do know that you have to time a situation if you want to see the Scorpio win, or see them in success, or see them in a burden. You know you've prayed for this. You've been looking for problems or looking for answers, or maybe even seeing that you have a victory with problems with their name on it, or maybe even seeing that you do not know how to support them, so you try to punish your mind at times to help them with good karma, but warn yourself that bad news could come anyway, because you don't want to see them win at times too. You've got to stress or strictly give yourself blessings, but wonder why you don't have good family members to support you, or even friends at times, because your frenemies are there. But problem is that you don't see it all the time, or maybe you even see that you don't want to stress or worry or even plan with them or even go out with them at times. You may see that you want to see them at times, but sometimes you just don't. Okay. It does say when I feel like I'm coming, but I don't want to say that I'm coming to speak to you now. What if you speak to me in a bad way, or tell me off, or tell me I've got to do something for you, or warn yourself that you've got problems that I have to be in? I don't want to be in your problems. And if you want to convince yourself that you've got bad news, I'm not going to see you. Water sign man here doesn't want to deal with you, but he may know that you've got problems to deal with, and you're always in a negative vibe, or never want to see him happy. He's always in a stressful way, and he does know this. He does not like you. He does not pay attention to you because he does not want you. He believes your parent is negative, or your mindset is negative. Your family members are negative, and he doesn't want a lot, but he wants love. And you never support him with that. Poor him, he says. He doesn't know how to support you because you don't know how to spark a conversation with him or respect him. He would believe that you have influences around you to curdle you and make you feel better about who you are, but doesn't believe you always care for him. And he frigged up. He says, I messed up with you because I thought I was going to marry you or give you something great, but I warned myself I could do it. I just don't know if I could do it with you. At times I realize I'm not going to marry you, or want to marry you, or really going to marry you, but is it going to be long term? Is it going to be a blessed atmosphere, a blessed ceremony, a blessed lifestyle? Wouldn't want to hear that I'm dressing up for you and then getting undressed because it didn't work out. Something's worrying me. Oh, so they're going through something. Something's worrying them. It does say sometimes people just want to pick on you or pick on your mind. At times you feel this way, or it doesn't say that you are getting done in your mind with punishment or bad news, but sometimes you feel like blaming someone for your bad mood swings. And it does say when you're really wanting a ring, or even marriage, or maybe even credit, or maybe even things that you want to support with your mind, your money, your partner, or your family. You don't know if you can get it because planetary curses are there to curse you, but bring you blessings at the same time too. Esoteric information is there to gift you. Earth sign wants to bless you with some karma or maybe even some money. They don't know if they should sell the property or give it to you, or maybe even tell you off, or maybe even tell you that they're selling it, and maybe even not give it to you altogether. They're warning themselves not to speak to you, but they're trying to warn themselves, if I'm going to give it to anyone, it's going to be you. You would not want to speak to me. I know this, but I can't give it to anyone but you. And I realize I've got to give you this. Heirlooms or sentimental values of your family members are here to practice good karma and support you. Okay, so you might be getting some type of heirloom. Okay, inheritance of some sort. It does say you will not get nothing if I pride myself over victory and conquer you. You and your female families members, or female families. It does say female families because some of you have got other families outside of families. And it does say some of you have got friends outside of friends, or people trying to warn you that it's not going to work. It does say you have to convince yourself you're not giving yourself much, but your time in a situation, or to see if you're even proudly an owner of a private estate, or maybe even a private vehicle, or maybe even a private club. Some of you guys may be wanting to join a private club or get involved in private things, or maybe even seeing that you frigged up something because you messed up so much that you don't know if you'll be able to love yourself and put yourself back in the same position, or help certain situations get back to the way it was. It does say you have to see if you can give yourself a lot of time or money, or maybe even help yourself to build and bridge something and partner up with it. Don't stress, but something's warning you that good karma's coming. Okay. Don't speak to me, it says. Don't speak to me. Someone doesn't want to speak to you and may want to speak to you about negative mental health. It does say, I try to warn you, I could pique an interest on you and hurt you, or hurt your friend, your family member, or maybe even a partner. I told you I did wrong to them. I won't want to come back to them and punish myself all over again for the problems that I've given you and them. You may not see me, but you don't need to. And I've told you I'm not going to come back to you and wonder if everything's going to be okay. Okay, this could be, you could be dealing with a water sign or a fire sign, strongly a Leo or an earth sign here. All right, or any water sign. It does say you wonder if it's going to happen, but you don't know if it's going to happen, and you lied about a situation. You may have lied to bring yourself out of a situation, and you laugh about it too. You will not understand everything, but drama is there. People are there to warn you it's not going to be worth it, and you don't want to see everyone in a good way. It does say blessings are coming into you, but you don't want to see everyone in a good way. But you have to warn yourself, if it's going to be a blessed enemy, it's going to help you. It does say you sometimes want to use people or make them feel like they are going to bring you things that you need or want. You may not pray for the right things, but sometimes you do. And sometimes you may use people and it may not look good, but it could backfire on you. You just got to take that risk anyway. It does say you warn yourself not to speak, but bad news could come, or good news. Which way am I going with this? Oh, Libras. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. It says nothing set in stone, but work life is going to be good for you. And it does say your work is going to be blessed. It does say work is going to be good for you, and it's going to be very good after all. Work is coming in and blessings are coming. So stop worrying, stop lying, stop making things up, and stop making up in your head that it's going to be worrisome. It does say your work is going to convince you that tidying up your mind with situations in your mind is going to be helpful, and letters to come in and give you bad news could come at any point of your life as well, or now. It does say at this time, because you've got to realize what you've got to pay off, or what you need to purchase, or how you're going to pay your taxes, your rent, or maybe even make love to someone. At times you just want to make love to clear your mind, or maybe even help a situation. You do not have to speak, but good karma could come, or something negative could come and warn you of bad news. Definitely check out Gemini's reading, and some of you guys could be decorating at this time too. Okay. It does say blaming something here, possibly even an office job could help you, or maybe even planting your mind on this, or maybe even solving your problems, painting or decorating an office. It does say you warn yourself that you didn't want to do this, but you could be doing this, or blaming yourself for your partner's incidences, or priding over the matter with custody battles or legal issues. You will get involved with drama, but at times you've got to juggle everything and everyone and solve the problems. Okay, so let's see what's going on with business, since it jumped straight into work. Work is not going to be bad, but business is blamed. And it does say blamed because people are scrutinizing you and priding themselves over you. You will be blamed or even scrutinized or even judged or even watched. At this time, you need to see why. People are looking for you everywhere. And at times they wonder, what's going on with you? Where are you? What are you doing? What are you wearing? How are you dressed? How's your hair looking? What's going on with you, Libra? Okay. Maybe people are watching you a lot at this time. So I want to know what's going on with you after seeing you. Maybe if some of you guys that are, you know, on telly, you know, famous, or, you know, doing certain things, or maybe they're just wondering what's going on with you because I haven't seen you in a long time. Let's see what's going on with, I'm also hearing wine making. I don't know, some of you guys are making wine, honey, or investing in wine, or experimenting with cocktails and stuff like that. Okay, so let's see what's going on with love life. Love life is sexual and plenty of sex is coming in. Blessings is coming in. Beautiful energies is coming in. Brush up your mind, your skills, your hair, your makeup. Someone could be telling you off or making sure you look good. It does say many times over, if you're convincing yourself that you have teenage energy, people that are teenagers around you, you've got to support them. Many times over, if you don't support them, you're going to be put back a step. So start supporting your mind with teenagers and helping them with their mind. Things that they've got to do, or even solving their problems with school, or maybe even planetary curses, or people that are getting in the way of their love lives, or even laws. Things that you need to support right now are really playing up on your mind, or paying attention to what you have to do to give yourself good karma and sort it out. Okay, let's see what's going on with love life. Into what we're talking about. Sorry, I'm getting a bit confused here, honey. Yeah, let's see what's going on with singles. Singles are doing great. You officially made it, or did something, or you didn't do something, or you do have frenemies or enemies or officers coming in to support you, or maybe even tell you that you've got to support your mind with something. It does say you've put up with something for so long, or put off something for so long, or didn't know something was going to kick off or happen that you wanted to see. You do know you can wish for karma or bad news on people and it will stress them out. It does say many times over, if you did this, karma could be working against you or working on someone. It does say many times over, it's working on you but not with you. And sometimes you want to see if bad news comes, but you love yourself too much to see that great news could come to you in a mind game. It does say mind game because sometimes you feel like mind games are being tricked on your mind or on your head about things that you know or understand. You do look beautiful though, and it does say you very much so look lovely. It does say, when I see you again, I will see you, and if I don't, I don't. But a friend here wants to challenge you, conquer you, or tell you off, or talk to you, but don't really want to strive for attention, or may not even practice good karma looking at you the way you want them to. At times you wonder, where is it going? Why is it not working in my favor? Who am I trying to impress? It does say you're sorry for yourself at times, or you feel sorry for yourself at times, but you want to impress those around you, or even stress that you're trying to. It does say you have to look good in the mirror, and at times love yourself. Stop worrying about what other people have to say. It does say, warning, you do know that you have timed the situation to make sure it will happen. It doesn't say you have to burden the situation to the point you get mean, stressed, or even let go of people, or make them feel like you have to partner up with new friends, or not feel like good friends are coming to you, or maybe even feel like when you partner up with people, they don't appreciate you. At times they do, but at times they've got things to do, or don't want to support you because of other things they've got going on, or maybe do but see you openly, seeing that you have strived yourself over great news, and wonder if they can struggle but see themselves there too. Inspiration is there. You have made it. You have tried to bring yourself into the attention of something, or even the limelight of something, but you made it. And it does say many times over, if you don't convince yourself that you could do it, you would have never done it, but you did it, and you laugh because you did something that you never thought you could do or even support yourself with. But you cried over the situation. You may have even cried over it, or dragged yourself through the mud, the dirt to get there. But it does say blessings are here now, Libra. Stop worrying and stop lying that you're leaving it all to wither or rest. At times you do need to take a break, but you don't need to be like that with everyone. It does say some of you are lying or convincing yourself you don't want to burden yourself, but you don't want nothing from a situation, or to take nothing. You may want something, ideally a payment, or maybe even help, support, or maybe even penalizing your mind to solve your own situation, and it doesn't work very well in your mind about the situation either. not sure which way to go or what to do, or maybe even seeing that someone could knock on your door, or maybe even worrying that it's not going to happen. Maybe I'm trying to warn you, I'm not coming to you because I'm convinced I don't need to help you, but I'm tired of the situation. I'm tired, and I don't want to hear that I'm not going to get good karma, but I'm getting it, and I want to hear that you're helping me. I really want to hear you're helping me, and if you don't, I'm not going to support you. So you could have someone here that's telling you this, whether it's a fire sign or not. We have, Leo here. It could be a Sagittarius, or it could be, an Aries. But it does say that you do have good karma with your mind, with things that you want to stress about, or maybe even seeing that you bless yourself time and time again. Stop worrying though. If you are car ready or driving, or even considering driving, you will make it, or even considering making sure that you look good in someone else's mind, you will do just that. It says it's time for you to drive. You need to drive and get yourself ready as soon as possible. Maybe even partner up with someone that's lying, or maybe telling the truth, but maybe wants to wake you up in the morning and tell you you've got to drive somewhere and take a long drive, or maybe even see that you're not driving somewhere but you've got to go away for a long time, or maybe even see you're not going away for a long time but you're doing something very good to support your mind. Okay. Okay. And if that's not you, it could be someone else around you. Now let's see what's going on with those in a relationship. You all have great news when it comes to relationships. It does say your blessings are there with your mind over your partners and peoples that are going to warn you not to stress but to leave something out, and maybe not even murmur about something too much to your mind because it's convincing you you've already done it, dealt with it, or seen it. And it does say you have ideas that have brilliant minds to solve in your mind. You feel like brilliant minds are there to help you. Other people will help you with what you've got going on. And it does say many times over, if your partner doesn't see you in a good way, it's because he's mindfully jealous or even level-headed about you, and does know that you're working on something. So I won't warn you that he's going to get in the way, but he does trust you and he does want you to be there, but he doesn't want to always know that you're always taking advantage of him or helping him with situations in his mind about his things, his clothes, his shoes, or maybe even working on a project, or maybe even an eviction, or maybe even something that he's told you it could happen, so be careful. He doesn't want you to get evicted, or maybe feels that you need to purchase your property, or maybe even start living on your own. It does say you've got to work on these things and support your mind and put yourself back a step if you can't, because it's going to happen this year or nothing, because someone's telling you off that you need to get prepared for something or put something into motion, because less time is worked on this in the next 2 weeks to a month or a year, as next year you'll be busy or have a lot to do, or purposely put yourself in a muddle or stress or worry about something, or maybe even help yourself with a new apartment in your mind and then can't get it. Try to warn yourself that you're dressed to impress, or maybe helping a situation, or maybe even burdening your partner to go on with their life and maybe move on. You don't know if you should deal with them in this way, but you're tired of them, and you could be borrowing time in your mind to tell them off, or maybe even getting ready to tell them off. You may not want to tell them off, but you could, and you feel like you could borrow time in your mind to pay attention to what's going on and leave them to see if they're going to change. So let's see what's going on with those in marriages. Those in marriages are going to get vexed when their partner comes back from work, or maybe even back from a funeral, or maybe even back from an appointment, or maybe even back from a situation that you didn't even know about. They had karma coming with you anyway because you're ready to tell them off, or you could be telling them about something that you did, or want to tell them about something that you've joined in, or maybe even supported with your mind, telling them that they've got to convince themselves to support you. It does say sometimes you want to support them but you don't know how to, and maybe they don't know how to, but they're trying to lie to you, or maybe even telling you they don't have time when they do. You need to know what it is that they're coming up with, because at times they want to come up with things to support you and help you, but at times they don't, or maybe they're stressing about a situation. It does say you have things to quarrel about, and at times really laugh at too, because you want to help your partners with your relationships, and wonderful things can come to your mind about your parents or maybe even family. It does say some of you are dealing with stress and don't want to deal with it, but see friends as a burden, or maybe even problematic situations with liars as a problem, or maybe even mother figures, or even friends or exes, or even people that just want to get on your nerves. You don't want to see them bother you, but you do want to see help, and you do want to see them help you, or help is on the way, or people that you know that love you help you. You will work on things like cosmic energies, custodies, maybe even marriage more time over. You could be getting your vows renewed, or maybe even just entering a new wedded relationship. Time is of the essence, but you've got to start borrowing time to support this mindset that you have in motion now, as you've got a lot of things going on. Marriage is definitely one of those things that you would strive for or want attention with, or want to know you can do this in the public eye. It does say many times over, see yourself as a good looking person, so you don't want to bless yourself and then curse yourself. You've got to get dressed and maybe even look better than you used to, and try to warn yourself that losing weight, or maybe even partnering up with your partner, to say it's not going to work out in time for our marriage, but I will lose enough weight to see that we are going to go out and have a good time at our wedding. Or maybe see we're going out and I want to look good for the occasion. Wow, that's a lot, Libras. Let's see what's going on with individuals. Oh, wait a minute. It says nothing set in stone. Libras, you do have a lot you're stressing about, and mental stresses are going to leave you hanging. It does say you have to leave the stress behind, or leave the people behind that cause you stress. No wonder you're burdened. People are opening up to you or don't want to talk to you. It does say times over, if you are legal, or maybe even seeing that you are open to a situation, or maybe even seeing that you can partner up to help your situation, or even cause your partner harm about their love life, their stressfulness, or a visa, or maybe even seeing your passport is up to date. You've got things to do, so solve it. Okay, so let's see what's going on with individuals, what's going on with Aries and Libras. Aries doesn't want to help you with anything. They feel like bad news is coming to you, or warning you that struggles are there. They would want to work with you, but at times don't want to, or maybe do but don't have time, or maybe rushing around with too many different things or people, or struggles with other idiots or problems. It does say they don't want to call you an idiot, but sometimes they wonder if they've got to curse you, or maybe even just curse the people around you, or maybe people that get on their nerves when they deal with you. It does say they dinner date with you at times, or don't want to, or maybe want to take you out this week, this month, or this evening. And it does say nothing set in stone, but they lie a lot, or they want to take you out this year, but they just don't do it. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, but they're warning you they could do it this time, and they're trying to stimulate the situation to see if it will work in your mind or in your favor. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Taurus. Taurus is getting involved a lot in your mind or in your business, or maybe even things that you're doing, or maybe even trying to time you with your mind or your money. It does say they want to take a risk and partner up with you, or hold on to you, or hold on to things with you, and hold on to planetary situations with you, or curses, or even karmic situations. Sometimes they wonder what's going on with you, and they wonder if they could start an affair with you, or maybe even see if you got involved with them, then they would partner up to support you with things that they've got going on. They don't want to support everything, but they want to pull you back in your mind to see if it's love that's going to certainly bring the passion back alive or to life in a situation. It does say you have to consider the blessings that are coming in, and warning if it doesn't work out between you and the earth sign Taurus. And it does say sometimes you bring yourself to wonder if it's going to, you will work on them, or work on your love life, or work on your work, or work on situations that you're dealing with. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Wow, let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini is going to play a mind game with you, but pay attention to them. They're cautioning you that bad news is coming. They don't want to see bad news, but they're warning themselves bad news is coming anyway. They lied about a situation, or played a partner, or played a friend, or played an evil mindset on you or on your mind about a situation. They don't want to deal with you, but getting ready is a problem, and they may be waiting too long to sort something out, or maybe trying to warn you that they want to wait, but they can't wait, or maybe want to walk away, or maybe want to help you with other things that they've got going on. They liberty take at times with you, and they don't want to. They take advantage of you at times, and they really shouldn't. And it does say you have to wonder why they keep doing this, but they're controlling their mental health or their mental state, or someone could be controlling you or them, or a personal problem between you, them, and another person could come up. No one is speaking to you at this time about bad news, but at times you wonder if it's going to happen. And many times over, they'll stress about you and the work that you're doing, or maybe even people, or penalizing you, or custody battles, issues, or work related problems could come up with Gemini. You have to support yourself with problems, or their problems, or situations. Don't let them stress you, and don't let them burden you. It does say you will work together as a team and support your minds. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Cancerian and Libra. Cancer doesn't want to hear from you. They're stressed. They really dress nice, or maybe even look nice at times, but they don't. And they want to, but they just can't. And realize that they want to, but they never get to go out, or never get to do anything, or want to go out, but don't get to go out as often, or maybe see you once in a blue moon, or even time after time, just for a little while. It does say sometimes they want to see you and sometimes they don't, because they mainly have other friends, or maybe busy, or maybe just feel like they need a break, or needy right now. or possibly even want to break up. Some of them are dealing with mental stresses and many times over a lot of things to punish you, play mind games with you, victimize you, sit you down, talk to you, or maybe even look into how they can maneuver with you. They don't know which way to go, but their ideas are useless or practical, but don't really know how to support everything. Okay, let's see what's going on with Leos. Leos are a burden to you right now and really bothersome. They really bother you at this time, but they really cause you harm in your mind to pay attention to your planetary existence or your custody issues or your battles or your friends or your frenemies or situations that they've got going on with themselves. They want to see if you've got things to help them or solve their problems. They don't want to see you dinner date with them at this time, but they will dinner date with you at another time or maybe even later on this week. Maybe they want to, but sometimes they just don't know how to support it, and they mind read you. They look into your mind a lot. They see your soul and they look into it like a Scorpio. Wondering if Scorpio's energy is planetary up with theirs, or even seeing if it is coined with theirs, or maybe even if you're a twin of theirs. Either way, you may not be a twin, but may have got planets that are in the chart of theirs and even in the chart of yours, or maybe you both know if you are twin flames. At times you wonder what's wrong with them, but you love them and you hate them, or at times you do love them but don't know how to support their mind, and you pay attention to their mind with their bills, their love making skills, and their family. You just see their hurt, but you do want to take the time to marry them, or that their blessings are coming to them, or maybe even another family member, a friend, or a neighbor. You try to warn, or maybe you haven't, but maybe you want to tell off. At times you do want to talk to them, and at times you wonder where it's going, and you need to see lessons are coming and leave the stress behind. Make sure to do this. And plus size women are gorgeous. The way it does say gorgeous, so believe yourself. You are fabulous. It says someone here wants to tell you that you are fabulous. Love yourself and you are beautiful. Wow. So let's see what's going on with I'm hearing surgery. I don't know, some of you guys are getting a little nip up. All right, that's not for all of you. Maybe you can run it. All right, so let's see what's going on with Virgos. Maybe a family member could bring you off or wondering what you look like after years. Okay, see what's going on with Virgos. Virgos don't want to help you, but Virgos do know that they're plus size women love you, and they want to know that their plus size family members love you too. You don't have to kill yourself to be like someone else. And it does say many times over, if you're dealing with Scorpio, it's not thought that they want to look good. They're going to look good anyway, but they do lose weight right now too, or help you with your weight, or maybe even help you with your mind or things you've got going on. They don't want to warn health benefits or problems. They're going to solve their problems and solve, or maybe even solve yours for you. They just don't want to look every day, every afternoon, or every night, but they will help you. Okay. Let's see what's going on, because that kind of jumped to Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with Libra and Libra. Libra does not want to stress over you, and Libra does want to hear about their mind. They really believe that God's gift is way, and they feel like you have to help them with everything. God's gift is coming. It does say God's gift is, but you have to see why. It is a gift of good karma and news. My word, I want to help you, it says. It does say believing yourself is trustworthy, or friends that push their minds into yours or help you, or you want to push yours into theirs to help solve your problems or help to solve demonic trial, error, or situation. Say many times over, if you do see good karma come, you're going to warn that blessings is coming or it's not, and you're not going to be like or a family member to support it not coming, but you will poorly judging them is not going to be good, because they could be getting blessed in you, or they just don't know, but they realize they don't care about a situation and they rather you have something or not have it, but they see curses are there too, so they don't really care, and they wonder, do you want something or do you not? Not bothered, it says, but they do know they want to help you every day. Let's see what's going on with Scorpios. Scorpios don't want to help you at all with nothing, and they realize they're not helping you with anything, but they do know they can support themselves with bad moods or bad mind games, or even support you with negative karma. They realize they dress really nice at times, but don't really want to talk about it, as you could convince yourself that you don't look good, or maybe they don't look good, or sometimes you feel like negative mindsets are there to curse them. You realize you want to look better than them, so you won't support them with everything, but you will push them down in your mind, or maybe even curse them, or tell other people to curse them. It does say mental health is there, or stress, or people burdening you. You will have problems, and it does say bad news. Whoever it is that's going to come out and steal from you, take from you, or even look at you is going to give you bad news. Warning, it does say sometimes people will come to take away the sins of others. So if police comes, it does say police is coming. And it does say, warning, if you are a negative mindset, police could come and get you. So go on, take what you need to take, bruise what you need to bruise, because the police is on its way. Okay. So there could be some type of police involved in something here. So let's see what else is going on. Let's see what's going on with Sag. Sag is not having it, and Sag is not believing anything negative is on its way, or even if it is, it's going to happen in the next 2 years or a month. It does say many times over, if you don't believe, you don't believe. But try me, I will warn you, I'm going to kick off. Some of you guys are dealing with Sagittarius, that are dealing with Scorpios or other people that are getting involved in a situation. Sag is not having it. Earth signs are not having it. And it does say Virgo is getting involved or is even negative about something, but you will warn them to fuck themselves and see themselves in court. And it does say blaming someone else is not the answer, but you're going to blame someone or get evicted. And it does say some of you guys are getting evicted. So warning, if you get evicted, it's going to happen. Don't trust me, but I'm going to caution you and tell you off. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Capricorn. Capricorn is not going to get evicted, but they will see blessings come. They will not burden you, but they will see blessings come. They see blessings coming anyway, but they don't want to say it. And they see that burdens is coming too, but you will get involved with problems. And it does say many times over, if you see yourself in a problem with a Virgo or even a Capricorn, they will see blessings come and problems. They're not going to convince themselves to kick off, but they will see that they block you and your blessings, or maybe even take your family members, your kids, or maybe even frenemies. It does say frenemies because you don't want to see frenemies hurt, but some of them have to die or go away. Oh my goodness, that's a bit deep. And it does say you do not want to know you're cursing them. At times, you could be cursing them worse than any Sistran or a Cancerian or a problem solver, or even a kiss-asser, like someone that kisses ass a lot. And it does say no wonder you speak so well. You've got good karma and I like you, but I'm not going to deal with you always. I just don't want to see you every day. And that's how Capricorn must feel. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't want to deal with you, but they see that problems is coming your way and they don't want to hear it. They realize bad news is coming, but it doesn't say bad news overall. It does say sometimes you've got to deal with them in a stress-related manner or even kick off. Sometimes you don't want to kick off, but at times you do. And you realize you're not going to deal with them in any bad way. They realize they can't speak to you or don't want to or don't even want to break up with you, but they just had to. And they realize they don't hear from you as often as they used to. And they try to warn you. If you have a friend or a family member around you that knows you, will they speak about you or gossip about you or lie about you or tell on you or maybe even probably give you karma? It does say, mind you, they want to see bad news come, but they're warning themselves not to, because negative enemies are there all over the place. And this is one of them. What's going on with Pisces? Pisces doesn't want to hear from you, but does, and they deal with you with stress-related issues or bad news. They don't hear bad news is coming, but they will bother themselves over you. And time again, they will see your friends, your family members, or sistrins come to support you. Not good karma in, and they want to see that bad news is coming, but you will see that blessings come. And it does say, leave me alone. I don't want to stress, but you've got karma coming. Leave me alone, it says. Pisces doesn't want to hear it, but Pisces is coming too, but they don't want to see themselves alone, as likes company. Oh dear. Okay, let's see what's going on with your angel messages. Okay, this one out as well for Gemini. It says you deserve, you are lovable. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else. Separation. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It also says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, let's see what's going on for you guys. Oh, we've got hello from heaven. We've got Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their love blessings. So some of them are giving you blessings right now. New partner for some of you guys. Maybe getting a new partner. Maybe, your partner is changing in some, helping you, supporting you. Or maybe you've got support in other ways when it comes to pumps, okay? And it does say a chance means no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity and safety, okay? All right. So universal deck. Okay. Okay, this one came out in reverse. Picking up the energy, seeing is believing as well, so it resonates with you in some way. It says, when I lean on the certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Yeah, so seeing is believing for some of us, a straightforward message. Okay, so some of you to lean on some type of faith of the universe. Now, number 32, number 28, number 54, number 10, number 4, and number 50. fifth one. Okay, that was your message, Libra. I will speak to you one. Ciao for now. Bye.